What's going on, guys? XSR Detroit here with another video for you. Today we are looking at a product from Clusterz. It's this speedometer kind of overlay. When I ordered this, I thought it would be just like a simple vinyl top you would put over the speedometer, but the install is a little bit more involved than that. Clusterz did include some instructions. It looks like we're going to be taking the speedometer off the bike entirely to put this on, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's a really cheap, simple modification, but it looks pretty cool. I'm really excited to see the end product. They make these for a variety of motorcycles, not just the XSR, so if you don't have an XSR, check out their website. They might have one for you. But yeah, let's grab some tools and get to work. On the back of your speedometer, you're going to find 3 Allen fasteners. They're 4 millimeters, so go ahead and remove those. Next step, we're just going to start working this dash out and forward. On the back, you'll see we have a boot. I'm going to slide that back, revealing our connector for the speedometer. And it'll come right off. Now that we have our speedometer removed, we are going to remove these 6 Phillips head fasteners so we can open this up. So I'm going to grab a screwdriver and take those out. As you guys can see, I have my speedometer split apart. Basically what I did is I took a credit card around the lip of the speedometer and just slowly worked it up. The instructions specifically mentioned don't do this with the screwdriver, and I see why, because the seam is very, very tight. I could barely just get my credit card in there, but when I did, I just kind of went around the perimeter of the speedometer and was able to separate it, and then I was able to easily pull it out. Now, something you guys need to look out for is you have these button inserts, right? So when you take your speedometer apart, these are just loosey-goosey. They're going to pop out, you know what I mean? So make sure that you're doing this somewhere where if these do pop out, you can keep track of them. I had the speedometer up like this, and so they popped out, but I put them right on the microfiber, so it wasn't a big deal, but that's something to look out for. Don't forget to put these back in, or else you're not going to have any functional buttons. But now that we got this off, we're ready to move on to the next step. So we got the top of our speedometer here and the color cluster. We're going to place this. You'll notice it has an indent right here. We're going to place that right there, just like so. So as you can see, it's covering the entire portion of the speedometer, but it doesn't affect any of the lights or anything. It's not going to change the color of those. It's just the speedometer face that we will be changing with this. So we have the top of the speedometer, the rest of the speedometer. I've got my button tabs back in. Again, don't forget them. And what I'm going to try and do is just kind of like bring them together, because if I just try to put the top on, the color cluster is going to fall out. If I try to bring this, the rest of the assembly over, the buttons are going to fall out. So I'm hoping I can just kind of meet in the middle. Both buttons work, and we're good. You can kind of see the red color in there. Next step is to replace all 6 of the fasteners, the Phillips head fasteners that we removed when we split the speedometer case. Go ahead and grab your speedometer. Grab your electrical connector on the bike. Hear that click. And make sure you move this boot right back up the wiring. Pull the boot through. And we're good. Before putting your fasteners on, make sure that this boot is seated properly. Before I install my fasteners and wrap the job up, I'm just going to click the bike on and take a look. Make sure everything's seated nicely. Everything looks good. And my buttons are working, so we're good to wrap this up. Replace the 3 fasteners on the back of the speedometer. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I think this is a cool, cheap way to inject some personality into the XSR900 or the XSR700. Looks pretty cool. The red's nice, although color clusters do offer a variety of colors. So if red's not your thing, you could find a color that suits your bike better. So check it out, see if you like them. But as always, thank you for watching. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. If you have any questions, sound off in the comments section. And as always, ride fast, ride naked, and wear your helmet. I'll see you in the next video.